walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Longhorns offense will take the first swing of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Garrison. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. They'll try to snap it quickly. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back. They have a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. first down. Grabs it in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Pulls and fired complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Mississippi State going up tempo.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You know what they need. You know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Gonna run it. It's sacked. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. He throws it, and he will score! Touchdown, Mississippi State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Texas offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. On target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Reads it, fires complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Garrison. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Finishes the run with the slide. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He caught it. The ball squirts free. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of room to run. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air on first down. quick strike complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start this drive firing. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback's...
There he goes! Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. That's caught. It's Wilson. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Freeze, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Pulls it in. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. just keeps slinging it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Off play action on first down. With the catch, it's Garrison. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Garrison. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Third down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the run on first and goal. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this is the third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's sacked. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catch is made at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto of the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Touchdown Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Florida Atlantic took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Boca Raton. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact the team's trajectory. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Garrison. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Now the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The clock winds down with a 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They've gone to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead. instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nestled just inside that right upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in the... Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. To the air on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds his man. It's Garrison. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. And he's just going to spike it. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Got it in the middle, it's sacked. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. To the line quickly, they'll spike it to save some time. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They've got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late, and that's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.